This is Care That Never Quits, presented to you by Goodwill Staffing.
Help is not a four-letter word. Welcome to Care That Never Quits, our client edition, where we talk about real solutions for real healthcare leaders. I'm Shannon, and I've got a question for you. Why is help such a hard word to say in healthcare? We can triage a trauma, run a code, manage an entire wing short-staffed, but when it comes to saying, hey, we need support, suddenly everybody tightens up. Here's the truth. Help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. And in this episode, I want to unpack what it actually looks like to partner with a staffing agency that works. Why it's not a last resort, why it doesn't mean your internal team failed, and why the right agency can save your team time, money, and yes, burnout. Let's be honest, there is a little stigma still around calling in a staffing agency. Some leaders worry it's a red flag. Does it make them look unprepared or out of control? But here's the reality. Every organization experiences staffing gaps. Maternity leave, sick calls, vacation planning, surge capacity, retention issues. It's not personal, it's predictable. The difference between facilities that stay afloat and facilities that thrive is they plan for reality and they bring in partners that can flex with them. The smartest leaders don't just manage crises. They design for sustainability. The trifecta you can win. Let's talk about the three biggest pain points: time, money, and burnout. And here's the thing. Burnout isn't just about individuals. It affects retention, morale, care quality, compliance, you name it. Burnout affects it. And trying to patch holes with overtime often only buys you time until the next resignation. Staffing agencies aren't just about filling gaps. They're about strategic continuity. We give your full-time team space to breathe and help reduce turnover by not overloading your core staff. And yes, by helping you prevent burnout, we do protect your budget long-term. Guess what's more expensive than a skilled agency nurse? Hiring and retraining every 8 months. All agencies are not created equally. And I want to be perfectly honest, working with a staffing agency shouldn't feel like a gamble. You want to be confident and find a partner who understands your world, adapts to your pace, and makes your life easier, not more complicated. When you're looking at staffing agencies, here's what you should be looking for. Alignment with your values and mission. Responsiveness when you need support and not just during office hours. Consistent quality and cultural fit, not just warm bodies filling schedule gaps. Transparency about credentials, availability, and follow-through. Real-time reporting using today's top technology so you can track staffing in real time and not retroactively. Flexibility to scale up or down with your needs, whether it's for seasonal coverage, emergency response, or long-term support. And most importantly, very clear conversations around cost, because budgets do matter. And if your staffing partner can't talk about pricing with clarity and confidence, that's a big red flag. At Goodwill Staffing, we put all of that on the table up front. No surprises, no vague contracts, no we'll circle back on that. We will work with you to build solutions that are clinically strong and financially sustainable, because we know that staffing decisions don't just affect patient care, they also affect your bottom line. Built by nurses and run with purpose. Here's what we do differently at Goodwill Staffing. We're not just another agency. We're a relationship-focused partner that actually understands what your nurses, your managers, and your leadership team need. Why? Because we've been there. Goodwill was founded by nurses. It's still run by nurses. And we think that makes a huge difference. We vet our staff like we'd want our own patients cared for. We stay flexible and communicative. We place people and not just roles. We scale the coverage for your needs. And we back it all up with reporting tools that work. We bring in experienced travel nurses, local relief, and long-term support without compromising continuity or culture. And that means that we deliver support when you need it, stability when you expect it, and savings where it counts. It's time to rethink normal. And I want to ask you this. What could your team accomplish with less burnout? What kind of care could you deliver if no one was constantly in crisis mode? Because staffing isn't just about today's shift. It's about setting your whole system up for success. When you build in backup, when you prioritize recovery alongside productivity, when your people feel supported and your floors stay covered, absolutely everything gets better. So if you've been hesitant to pick up the phone, don't be. Help is not a four-letter word. It's how great leaders get ahead. And at Goodwill Staffing, we're ready when you are.